What's going on, guys? So in this video we will start building the Airbnb application from scratch. That is how to initialize an Expo project right from the beginning. So in today's video we will be building the home screen part of the application, as we saw in the previous video, that is this part. So the home screen basically contains four components. That is the first one is called the header component, which contains the image, and then we have three different views being rendered on the image background. And the next component is called the cards component. So here the cards are horizontally scrollable, so that is the cards component. And the next one is the explore component. We have different places being rendered. And the last one is called as the experience. That is a basic UI being rendered on the screen. So in today's video we will build the four components on and render it on the home screen. So the first step is to initialize an Expo project. So to do that, we will head over to our build folder. So inside our build folder, the project will be initialized. So to initialize an Expo project, we simply write Expo in it, our project name. So in my case, I'm giving Airbnb, and then I'll hit enter. So the next thing is, it asks us to choose a template. So we can choose a blank template, or a blank template with TypeScript, or a tabs with TypeScript, or a minimal template. So in our case we will choose blank template and then select it and then hit enter. So it will take some time to download the template by installing all the JavaScript dependencies. So we'll wait for that, and then we can get the boilerplate code for our Expo project, and then we can start developing the application. So this is going to take some time. Yeah, I think it's installed. So to do so after installing the app, the project, first thing we do is to head over to Airbnb, the folder where it is present. Okay, so we can directly do here and then open it. Okay, and then this is the boilerplate of our application. If we go to the app.js, so this is a simple function which returns a view, okay, which says open up app.js to start working on our app. So this is our starting point of our application. From here, we will start building the application from scratch. So to see what is happening on the phone, we simply fire up our application. So to do that, we simply write Expo start and then we hit enter. So this will fire up our application, and then we can see the emulator being rendered. Okay, so let's head over to this link which opens the Expo developer tools. Yeah, so here we can run on an Android device or emulator, or on iOS simulator, or we can even run on the web browser, or we can send link with email. We have different options. So or we can even run it on our own phone by scanning the QR code present here. So to do that, we need to install the Expo application from the Play Store or the App Store. So in our case, we will be using the simulator, the iOS simulator. So let's hit the second option and wait for it to open. So as soon as the simulator opens, we can see the text being rendered on the screen. Yeah, that is this text. So this is the starting point of our application, as I already told. So we can, so talking about the styling, we can do two types of styling, the inline styling or the styling at the bottom. So in this video, I'll simply follow inline styling. So if you want, you can change the text and see if everything is working fine. Okay, so let's build Airbnb application. So if I save the file, we can see the text being changed over here. And talking about the styling, yeah, so let us change the color of the text. That is, we'll do inline styling. So color is going to be, let us give a random color and check. Let us give red and save the file. Yeah, so you can see it's changing to red. So from here we'll start building the application. Okay, so yeah, so the first screen, as I told you, was the home screen. So let's go to the root directory and then create two folders, one for the components and the other for the screens itself. Okay, so the first thing we do is we go inside the screens folder, create a new file called as the home screen. Yeah, so this is the home screen, and then we use RFNES, the shorthand code snippet. So to do this, we need to have ES7 installed on our system. I think, yeah, we need to have ES7 installed. This is the extension to get all the shorthand snippets for React or React Native. So this is the home screen where we'll be developing the components. So here inside the app.js, let us simply import the home screen. Okay, so if I save the file, we should see home screen coming on the application. Yes, we can see home screen coming. So everything is centered because we have align item center and justify content center. So let's remove those two styling and control save. Okay, let's give it a margin top 40. Okay, fine, now it's looking good. Let's remove the text. We do not want that actually right now. Let's remove the entire text, and then we will start developing the home screen. So home screen, as I said, has 4 components. The first one is the header. So let's go inside the home screen, and before that, let's go to components folder and let's create a new file called as header.js. Okay, and then let's hit enter. Then let's write RFNES, and then let's hit enter to get the shorthand snippet. So inside the home screen, we will display the header. So what we do is we simply import header. So this will auto import because of tab 9, and then let's save the file so we can see header inside of home screen. Yeah, so inside header we'll start we'll simply start do the styling part, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so first thing we need is the image itself. So here in this case we will be using image background because we need to display something on the image, that is this part, the search bar, and then the button itself and some text at the bottom. So we will use the image background. So I have the code ready for that. So let's copy that, and then let's go and paste it here. Okay, fine. And let's import image background from React Native. Not React Native Web, I think it is React Native. Okay. Let us simply write it at the top line and save the file. Yes, we can see the image coming up here. Okay, so inside the image we will have 3 views, I guess, because we need to render the search bar, the button, and a small text. Okay, so let us make a view. In that, we will first write a text to just check if anything is visible on the screen. Okay, and then let's hit save. We can't see anything because the image itself is a black, I guess. So let's give it some color. Okay, so let's give it color of white and check if it's visible on the screen. Yes, we can see hello there coming up on the screen, so that's what we want. Yeah, so the first thing is we will build this part, the search bar part. So for that we need the icon as well as No, only the icon. Okay, so first thing is, yeah, so instead of the text, we will render the icon. So to get the icon, yeah, so just go to Google and search export.icons.fy, and then here we want here we can search the icons we want. So we want the search icon here. We will use it from any one of the icon library. Let's take it from Design itself. So first thing we need to do is we need to copy it. We need to copy the import line, and then second one is we need to run it on the screen. Okay, so here we simply copy it, and the second thing we do is we copy this part, the render component, and then we instead of the text, we'll simply render it on the screen. Okay, so the next thing we want is the text input, not from React Native Web, but from React Native. Okay, so for this, let's write the placeholder where you want to go. This is going to be the placeholder, and let us first format the document. Okay, let us save, and let's start styling the view. Let's give it a background color of white. Yes, we can see the icon as well as the text coming into place, but it is not aligned as we want. So we will do it. So we will just simply give flex direction row, and we can see both of the items coming inside a row. Okay, and then we write align item center to vertically align them, and save the file. Now it's aligned vertically, and let us give a margin top to the entire view, say of 30 or 35. Yes. Okay, then let's give it a bit of width, 220. Okay, let me format so all the styles can be seen properly. I think we should give a margin left and right auto. This should center it towards the screen. No. No, it's not working. Okay, first let's give a padding inside of the container of 10. 10 is a bit too much, 8. Okay, so the next yeah, next a bit of border radius of 10, I guess. Okay, and the text itself, style color should be black. No, it's not changing. Font size 18. 14 is enough, I guess. No. 16. Yeah. Color. Does red work? Let's see if red works or not. No. Doesn't want to show the color. So let us give it the Airbnb color. I have the color with me right now. So it is C7 1585. Okay. Okay, the icon's color is changed, but color area is not getting changed. Never mind. So let us give a bit of padding horizontal of 10 just to space out the text. Okay. Now one thing, okay, I think let us decrease the border radius for the top container. I guess 6 is okay. Let us decrease the padding to 5. No, 6. Okay, fine. It is not coming towards the center. Why is that happening? Margin left, auto. Okay, this is going, but margin right, auto is not working. Margin right, auto. Yes, working fine. Right. So we are done with the first part. That is the first view. So the next thing we do is, after doing that, I think, okay, this contains a big border radius. So let's increase the border radius to 16, I guess. Yeah, and let us decrease the size of the icon. It is looking a bit too big. Let us give it 18 and check. Okay, I think 18 is looking fine. Okay, so the next thing we do is, yeah, so the next thing is building this button that is which says I'm flexible. So just right after the view. So since on press of this button will take the user to the next screen, let us make it pressable right now itself. And let us import pressable from React Native and not React Native Web. Okay, so inside pressable, let us insert a text which says I am flexible. Okay, and then let's save it. Okay, now we can't see anything on the screen. Let's give it a color of white and check if anything is being rendered or what. Yes, it's being rendered. So here, okay, so for the pressable itself, we will give some styling, that is background color white. Okay, and the color of text should be black, I guess. Not black, I have a different color for that. So for this, the color is going to be same as the Airbnb color, C7 1585. Okay, and the background color is going to be white. And next thing is a bit of padding. just inside of the container of 10. Let's save. And let us give it a specific width of say 120. No, it doesn't want to show up. First format the document. Okay, yeah, so next thing is it is not taking the width. Okay, why is that happening? I think we should give it to the parent and not to the text itself. So 120, I think this should work. Yes, it's working. And then a border radius. Border radius should be 12, I guess. No, doesn't want to show. Why does it not want to show? Border radius. So we go to the text. No. Okay, first let's align it in the center. Margin left of auto. Fine. Margin right of auto. Okay. Now let's align margin to the complete center. Auto. And even bottom also should be auto, so it comes to the center. Yes, that is where we want it to come. So now let's format the document again. Yeah, so this is the code. Fine, but one thing is we are not able to put the background radius, the border radius. Why is that happening? First, let's align the text centrally. Okay, that's working. But give it a font size of 17 and then a font weight of bold. Okay, and now let's save the file. Okay, we see everything coming but not the border radius. But here we gave border radius to the parent itself. It's working. Okay, let's try one more time. God, no, it's not coming. Let's try here again. Nope, it doesn't want to show. Okay. Why does it not want to show? Style, color, padding, border radius, font weight bold, font size 17. I mean, like, everything is proper. Why is it not working? Let's comment this. No change because we have already given background color white to the text, right? Okay, let's comment this and check what is happening. Okay, that also is not needed. And weird, border radius is not working for some reason. Font weight, text align. You want it to look like this. Okay, but let's try border bottom or border bottom left radius to be 10, and let's remove it, or let's comment this one. No. Okay, let's solve this afterwards. So let's continue building the next part, that is this, the text part. So we'll have a view. Inside view we'll have two texts. Okay, so the first one says not sure where to go. The next one says perfect. Okay, so let's give styling to both of it. So let's give a color of white, a font size of 20, and then font weight of bold. Yes, we can see the text coming. Okay, so for the entire view, let's give a margin left of auto and a margin right of auto, and save the file. It comes to the center. Okay, and then the next thing is the same text will copy for the second piece of text also, the same styling. God, never mind, let's just write it. Color white, font size of 20, then font weight of bold. Okay, and here it should not be inside inverted commas. Let's save, and for this it should be text align center. Yes, and for the entire view. Okay, so let us give a bit of margin bottom because the text is almost touching the image. So margin bottom of 20 should do good. Yes, I think we are done with the header part, except one thing, that is this button is not working. Don't know for what reason it's not working. I guess the text size is a bit more bigger, so let's increase that. 30 is too big. It's 26. Yeah, okay, I think it's okay. I think we're good to go. But this thing, I'm not sure why it is not working properly. Never mind. Okay, let's start building the next component, that is the cards component. All right, so let's go to component, and then let's create a new file called as cards.js, and let's write rfnes. Let's save the file, and let's import our cards component inside our home screen. Let us save. So we should be seeing cards coming up here. That is absolutely right. So the next thing we do is we start styling up the cards component. So here the first thing is it contains a text which says inspiration for your next trip. Let's save and let us style the text. First, let's give padding to the outside container. A padding of 10. Okay, and then for the text itself, font size of 20. Come on. And then font weight of say 600 and save. Okay, that is working good. And so the next thing we do is we start building the cards. Okay, so let us initialize a pressable and import it from React Native. Fine, so inside this, yeah, so we'll have an image, and below the image we will have text saying the place name and the distance. So I already have the image code with me. So this is for the first image. So let's copy it. Then let's go paste it. Okay. And let us format the document. So this is the image. So all the code will be later given with the help of GitHub link. Okay, so this is the image. So first I think we need to import image. Okay. Okay, after saving it, I think we should see the image coming up. Yes, we can see the image coming up here, right here. Okay, fine. So the next thing we do is let us give a bit of styling to the pressable component. We give a bit of margin top since it's touching the text over there. Okay. Fine. So let us, inside here we have like 4 different cards coming up, and all of them are aligned horizontally. So first let's just copy this all the images. Okay, so let's copy it 4 times. Let's format the document. Okay, I copied the wrong. Okay, fine. Okay, I guess I had to copy with the pressable itself. So let's do that again. Okay, so now let's copy in with the pressable, and then later we'll make the changes. Okay, we've copied it for 4 times, and let's save the file. We can see everything coming up, but we can't scroll down because our home screen is not a scroll view itself. So let's go to home screen, and instead of view, let us make this a scroll view, so we can scroll through the screen and see whatever is being rendered. Scroll, not scroll, scroll view. Scroll view, and then let's import it from React Native. Okay, I think after saving this, we must see what is coming below this. Yes, see, we can see 4 images being rendered, all of them being the same images. Now let's go and change the images. Okay, so this is the first image is right. So for the second image we have this. Okay, so let us copy, instead of this image let us paste this one and format. Let us save it. Yes, the image is being changed. Okay, so the next thing we do is we copy the third image. Come on. Fine, so instead of this one we will render the third image. Okay, let us save. Yeah, we can see the third image coming. Okay, so now what we do is we copy the last image and we paste it here, and let us format it also and save. Yeah, so talking about the images, each image, so for the image itself we need to give the source, and the source contains something called as URI. Inside the URI we have to provide the image URL. Okay, and then talking about the styles, it has a width of 190 and height of 150, and it has a border top left, border top right radius, that is this part, and the border top left radius, that is this part. And now beneath the images we will okay, so inside the so beneath the images we will give the text with the view, that is which says which gives information about the place and the distance. Okay, so just beneath the image we will insert a view. We will have another text. Okay, and the first text contains the place name, and the second one contains the distance itself. Come on, 280 kilometers. So let us save it. Yes, we can see the text coming. Okay, but we need it to be okay. It doesn't want it centrally aligned, but okay, so let's start styling the text. Okay, so first let us give font size 20, not 20, 16, and a font weight of bold. Save. Yes. Okay, so I want the color to be white, and its background, oh no, I want the color to be white and its background should be orange. So color should be white. Okay, and for this also, come on, style. So here the color should be again white. Okay, the font size should be a bit less, I guess 14, and then the font weight, let us give it 400. Okay, and then let us save the file. Yeah, and for the entire width, let us the view, we will give the background color to be orange. Okay, and then let's save the file. Okay, it's going entire, it's taking the entire screen. So let us give it a width, let's say 200. Okay, it should do good. Fine, now it's properly aligned, and let's give a bit of padding, a padding of 10. Yes, I think it's looking good now. Let me format the document where everything can be seen. Okay, so this view contains two texts. That is, the first text contains the place name and the next one contains the distance. So talking about the style, we have the basic styling, that is font size, font weight, and the color. And for the view, we have given background color of orange, that is this one. Okay, and then we have spacing, that is padding, and then we have given width through it. So the same thing we will do for the remaining pressables. Let's copy the view, and just beneath the image let us paste it. Let us save the file and let us format the document. Yeah, so next thing what we do is we go ahead and change the place name because everything is same now. Okay, so the next one is Chikmagalur. So let us go make that change. Distance, let's give a random distance to 50. For this one, let's give another name. Let's give 380 this time. And for the last one, let us give Coorg, and let us change the distance also. Let's give 300 and then let's save. Yeah, so everything is saved now. So the next thing we want is the cards to come. Okay, the next thing is the card should be aligned horizontally. That is, so for that we will use a scroll view. Okay, so just beneath the text, the top text, we will initialize the scroll view. Okay, and let us import scroll view from React Native. Yes, so inside the scroll view we will put all the pressable, we will insert all the pressable here. Okay, and then let us give the direction. I think by writing horizontal it should work. Yes, see, we can scroll through it, but the thing is it's sticking to each other. So to remove that, and we can even see that horizontal line coming, which is annoying. So let's remove that also. So to do that, I think it is show horizontal scroll indicator. This should be set to false, and we stop seeing that. Yes, so the next thing is okay, so yeah, I think we should give a margin, and I hope it should work. Margin of 10. Yes, it's working. Yeah, so we should give margin to each and every pressable, and let's do that right away. Margin of 10. Okay, again margin of 10, and then here also a margin of 10. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, so we can see all the cards coming and we can scroll it horizontally. That's what we wanted. So the next thing we will be building is the explore component, that is this part. So let's start doing that. So let's go to components folder and let's create a new file called as explore.js, and let us write rfnes to get the shorthand code, and then let's save the file, and then let's go to home screen and let us render it. Let us render what? The explore. Okay, let us save the file. So we should be seeing explore coming over here. Fine. So let us start styling the explore screen. So let us go to view. Okay, first let's see what is there in the text. Okay, explore more is there. So let us change the text to be explore more and go to view. Let's give it a margin top so it doesn't go too close to the top component. Okay, and then for the style, what we do is we give basic styling, then we save the file, and we should even give padding to the view for internal spacing. Okay, I think 20 is a bit too much. I guess we don't even need it. Yes. Okay, so next thing is to render all these different places. So to do that, we have a link. So we will go and get the data from that link. So to do that, we will make use of use state. Okay, so let us first set the data to be an empty array. Okay, and let us import use state from React Native, and we also need an use effect also. Use effect. Okay, so use effect, this will take a function. Okay, so const data, const fetch data equals to, so let us get the link from where we are getting the information. Okay, dot then of response should be set to the response.json itself. And whatever the data we get from here, simply set data to be the data, right? I think yes, no, we'll not be able to call a function if it's like this. Just a minute. Okay, Let us make this an async function. Let's await, and then let us call the data. Let's call the function itself. Yeah, so what we do here is inside the use effect, we initialize a function called fetch data, which is an async function, and then we await fetch to this link, and then whatever the response we get it, we convert into response.json, and the data is said to be the data in this use state. So if we console.log the data, if everything is right, we should see the data coming up. Let us save. Error. Okay, it says a use state is not defined. Use state is not a function. React native use state is not a function. What is the error? Const data comma set data equals to use state of null. Then using a use effect, I think we should include the pair of dependencies with empty array. No, it's still not working. Response.json, and then we are just setting the data to be data itself. But React native use state is not a function. Why is it showing that in 0? Okay, what is happening? Await fetch link, then response to JSON. Import use state and import use effect too. No. Use effect is not defined. Why is that happening? In 0 React Native. Okay, let's check what is happening. I can't copy that. Places comma set places equals to use state. React Native use state is not a function. Okay, let's comment out this. Okay, save. React, okay, undefined is not a function here. Okay, what is happening? So, okay, let's just console.log the data here itself. Okay, and let us see. Again, the same error exists. So what? Oh, yes, undefined is not a function here. 0 comma React Native. Okay, let's see what is happening. React Native is not a function. X here context equals to react.useEffect. Solution I works like this, react.useEffect. The next error becomes type error. Next, let us go to the next link and check. Import react useEffect from React. Okay. Such a dumb ass, my god. Okay, I know why that was happening. How can I be so dumb, man? My god. Use effect. Come on, use state. Okay, I think now it should work if there are no more errors. So let's give it a try and let this be data itself. Okay, first let's console.log the data. Yes, we can see all the data coming in here. Okay, so it's an array of objects. So the first one contains the distance and the second one contains the image with the link. Yes, we are getting the data. So what we do now is, let us close this, and then instead of console.logging the data, we will set the data to be the data itself. Set places of data. So if I console.log the places, we should be getting the data. Okay, save, let us check it. Yes, we are getting all the data as usual. Fine. So now let's go style it. Let's close this one. Yeah, so for this we will make use of a flat list and render all the components. So let us import flat list. From React Native. This time it's right. I was a dumb last time, man. Come on. Okay, so this contains, so flat list needs to be given two attributes, that is the data and the render item. So data in our case is the places. All the data is contained here. Okay, render item, it contains the item itself, and here so item is mapped to each every attribute inside of places. So here we can return a component, or we can return a view, or we can return anything we want. In our case we will return a view. Inside the view we will test if everything is working by rendering the name, that is not the name, the distance, I mean the time, that is item dot, let us see what the name of the attribute was. I think it is distance, right? Yeah, so item dot distance. So here we should see that all the distance coming up on the screen. Nope. Yes, we can see. that is what we wanted. Okay, so the next thing we do is we start rendering the image also. So the first thing we get is image and then the text. So for the image we have the source, and the source contains the URI in this case is going to be item.image. Okay, let us see if that's the attribute's name. No, it's img. And let us give a width and height to the image. Style, width is going to be 50, height also 50. Okay, and then let us save the file. Okay, can't find image, so let's import image from React Native. Come on, let us save it. And here we should be seeing all the images coming up. That is what we wanted. And now the image should be first, and then the text should be showing. Okay, there is another attribute called as the place. So let us write another view. Okay, inside the view we will have two texts. That is, the first one is this one. Okay, command B, and the next one is your item dot location. Save. Yes. No, I guess the first one is item dot location, second one is distance. Item dot location, and the second one is item dot distance. Okay, let us format the document. Fine, and let us save the file. Okay, so we can see the place coming first and then the distance coming. Okay, so the next thing we do is we'll just start styling it. Go to the view. Okay, so this should be aligned horizontally, that is flex direction should be row. Save it. Yes, that's right. And then let us give a bit of, okay, I think the data is coming here also. Let us comment that out because you've already seen it. Fine, after that let's align item center. Yes, okay. And then what we do is we give a bit of margin since everything is sticking to each other. Margin of 10 should do. Yes, that's okay. If not 10, then 7. Fine. And for this view, so both the texts are touching the image, so we will give a margin left to it. Okay, this is gonna be 10, and this view also has a background color. So it's going to be 7 2A and then 0C1. Let's save it. Okay, so that is taking the margin left. Okay, so let's remove margin left and give padding left, so it takes the internal space and not the external space. Save. Yes, right. And okay, that is not working. It's taking the top space also. Why is that happening? I think we should remove align item center so it is not aligned vertically. Yes, that is the thing. Okay, so here we will give padding top, so that we will get it towards the center. Okay, padding top of 10. Oh no, 10 is a bit too big. Okay, but okay, now the problem is okay, that is the thing. Okay, what we'll do is we'll give entire width of like 150, 200. No, it's not changing. Okay, let us give width here. Yes, 140, 110, not 1000, 110. I guess 120. Okay, fine. So for the text, both of the texts, I think the color is okay. The first text has color of white. Text is white. Come on, color not text. Color is white. Okay, and let that color be default color. Okay, fine. So the next thing is we want it in 2 columns. So flat list has a handy attribute called as number of columns. We can give it as 2. Okay, save. Yes, that's what we wanted. And we can see that the scroll indicator is coming to when we scroll down. I think that's because in the home screen we have not set the show vertical scroll indicator to false. If we do that, I think now it should not be seen, right? Okay, I think we are done with the third component too. The fourth one is the experience component. So before we import it, we will create that component here. Okay, experience.js rfnes. Okay, save the file, and here let us import it. Okay, fine. Not explore. Yes, we can see experience coming on the screen. Okay, so here let's give a padding of 10 as we did to most of the components. Okay, so it says discover Airbnb experience. Airbnb. Come on. Experiences or experience. What does it say? Experiences. Okay. And then E. Okay. So let's style its text. Style. $17 and then should be bold as it says. Okay. I think a bit big. Yes. Okay. So the next thing it contains is the image background. Okay, and so inside the image background it contains a text and then it contains a button which says experiences. So I have the code ready for the image background. That is this one. So let us copy it and then let us go and paste it over here just beneath the text. Okay, and let us import it from React Native. No, it wants to import native web. Come on, image background. Okay, and why is it freaking out? Okay, it doesn't have a closing tag, I guess. Yes, right. So let us save the file. Okay, so we should see the image coming up. Okay, fine. So it's acting a bit weird, it's going towards the right, but that's fine. Okay, so image background, we will give a margin top because it's almost touching the top text. Margin top of 30, not 30, 20 is good. Okay, so inside the text, inside the background image background, we have two things. That is a text itself, and then we have a button. So for that, what does the text say? Things to do on your trip. Okay, things to do on your trip. Fine, let us save it. Yes, we can see the text coming up, and let us style the text. Style equals font size is gonna be 20, and then your color is gonna be white. Let's give it 30 just to make it look really big, and save. Things to do on your trip. Come on, man. And let's give it a width of 160. Okay, fine. And let us give, and okay, so let us put this inside a view and give a bit of spacing towards to the view. Let's copy the text. Let's format the documents. So inside the view, let's give a bit of padding of 10. Nice. Okay, fine. So beneath or inside the view itself, we'll create another pressable. This is for the button. Okay, pressable. I think pressable is not imported yet. No, it's not. So pressable, come on. Okay, so inside pressable we will have a text. It says experiences. Okay, so for the pressable we will have a background color of white. No, not face visibility. Background color of white, and then a bit of padding of 10. And for the text we will have style. We'll have text align center. Okay, and then what we want is font size of 16, and then font weight of bold. Yes, we can see that button coming up. Okay, so we will give a bit of spacing on the top. That is margin top. Let's give it 10. Okay, fine. And a width of say 160 or 150. Yes, I think that's it. Yes, we are good to go. I think that's really good. One thing is the image is almost going towards this right side. Okay, if we see here, we have given width of 350 to the image, height of 450, margin left of 20, margin right of 20. Let's remove the margin right and see what will happen. No, it's nothing is changing. Let's remove margin left and see. Okay, let us just decrease the margin left to be 5 and then save. 10 and then save. Come on. Yeah, I think 10 is good. Margin right was not required. Save. Yeah, I think we are done with the last component too. Okay. Yeah, so I think yeah, we have done with all the components. The first one was the header component. This is what we built today. The second one was the cards component, which this contained a scroll view, so with all the cards in horizontal direction. And the next one we built was the explore component. Here we made use of the use effect, and then we got the data, and then we set the data by using use state, and then we, by making use of a flat list, we rendered all the places with the image and the distance. And the last one was the experience component, that basically contained a UI with some basic design. So this was about today's video. That is, we have completed building the home screen, which looks like this, of course. And then in the next video we will start handling the React navigation. That is, on press on this button, we will be sent to the next screen, where we will show different places, and then we will press on that screen, will be sent to the next screen, as I've explained in the first video. So for this video, that's it. Until next video, keep exploring and try not giving up. Peace.